stealing my tone, stealing the charts like the that I'm on.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We're playing for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Denver Broncos taking on the champions from the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And we are underway on Sunday Night Primetime. Oh, nice move. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
As we begin this Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that
the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So now here are the Broncos with excellent field position to start off. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Breece Hall, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
And the lights are blinking, I'm thinking it's all over when I go out. Oh, making my mind slow, that's why I don't keep with
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
To throw is Stafford. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And they get him down, but now before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
16 yards. And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to be another first down as he'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the Broncos.
Now Stafford. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the front ball. They've all been going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take once. You really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
In fact, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 34 yards the gain that time. Another first down.
First down, Broncos.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Second down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Mahomes going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Mike Evans from 19 yards away. And the Broncos will add to their first quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And they will wrangle him down at couple yards shy of the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Carter in on that tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Again, it's Achane. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. And that'll do it for the 1st quarter of Super Bowl 65. Still 3 more to play until we crown a champion. 14-3, that's our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. They like the way that they've started. The way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And the Broncos 1st down.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And give him about 3 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. And Charles, one of the big stories this week, the head coach of this offense looking to really cement his name among the legends of all time by winning a 4th Super Bowl title.
And to me, partner, you just have to marvel at the way he brings his teams back to the Super Bowl time and time again. If he can win this 4th title, what a capper that would be to a brilliant career. Reputation as a big game coach, absolutely cemented with a victory in this one. And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That is caught. And he will have the Broncos 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Denver.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive. But a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Attack!
Now it's Mahomes again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Hall. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Mahomes now to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 89.
Nothing on 1st first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Broncos continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And the drive starts with a run from Achane. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. 2nd and a couple.
7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Achane here. They stay on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. They'll run for it with Achane. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. And that is caught. It's Winslow. And LSU getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Stafford. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Josh Palmer, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and it makes the score 21-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start on the ground. Hall. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This pass out wide to Hall. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2 yards to go, second down.
Attack! Color!
Now here's Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's going to fire one, corner the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
Jake Bailey set to
And we
kick
welcome
off.
you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Looking left side of him, he's got a man. That's Williamson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll find Hall. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28.
First down, Broncos.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Mike Evans with his third touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Broncos will extend their third quarter lead here in the Super Bowl.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now. And here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Back to throw. Stafford connects with Kittle underneath. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And the Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard
Play
line.
action. Stafford. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring
brings up 2nd and 4 at the 48-yard line.
Stafford. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. So they stopped here for no gain. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, it's Stafford. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They give it Achane on the action. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Up the middle, Achane. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 21.
Run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Stafford. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. The final quarter here on the biggest stage of the biggest game of the year is about to come your way. 3 quarters in the books, and the 4th up next here in Super Bowl 65. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Jordan Watkins from 3 yards out. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you can get a trade for him and bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he was really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
He is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thoughts.
And the Broncos first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14.
23 yards. First down, Denver.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Now he'll attack this, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he returns this to the 22. The Falcons ready to take over. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14.
3rd and 14.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38.
Out of the gun is again to Achane. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Stafford connects with Kittle underneath. His 2nd catch for the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
7-yard gain. That's good for a Falcons 1st down.
Here's Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking deep for Adams. And he's got it inside the 10. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll run with Hall. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Second and goal from the 1. Ball again. And this time he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
Yeah, and it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Stafford. He's got Watkins on the out route.
Down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Jordan Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Down 2 scores, out of timeouts, a must recover if they're going to have any shot. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
And that is no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
And he's got this down to the 35. This is 1st and 10.
A gain of 15 yards.
And 26 seconds now as the spike comes in. Here comes 2nd down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here.
It's 3rd down.
Here's Stafford. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A 4-yard gain.
Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy goes west, and it goes to the Denver Broncos, your Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
Commissioner Goodell going to make the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to the Denver Broncos. On top of the world, they are your Super Bowl champions.
One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be silent like base hitters. Them other fellas, they be